What's up guys, welcome to Daily Refinement. In today's video, I'm gonna go over my super sold method. This is like a last minute Hail Mary in case you are in a cash crunch, you need a lot of money right now, or you need a lot of sales right now, or you need your space back. So you would only use this method if you're in that situation. So it's a 7-day program, so make sure you smash the like button, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys in the show. All right guys, before we embark on this 7-day journey, I want you to check out salescalc.com to make sure that your profit loss on eBay is okay. And if you need a full write-up of this or you want to print it out, you can go to dailyrefinement.com/reselling. I have that there for free. You can print it out and follow this step by step. All right guys, day one, let's go. First thing we're gonna do is not drop our pants, not lower our prices. We're gonna go through and optimize every single item using the bulk editor tool. So we're gonna go through the most important things to adjust our title structure, which means the order of the title, the keywords, the item specifics, the shipping price, and your return policy. I want you to switch to free returns. So if you're afraid of returns, that's okay. Just make sure that you know this program's only 1 week. And afterwards, if you're scared, you can go back to buyer page returns or no returns, no problem. Just for this 1 week experiment, I want you to do free returns. Day one, you do not touch the price. You want to give yourself a chance to sell these items at full price. Maybe they just weren't optimized before and customers couldn't find it. So make sure that you're optimized, giving yourself a chance for a full price sale. And we're going to leave this on for 24 hours. Day two, your listings are optimized, they're ready to sell, but they still haven't sold. What I would do is actually increase your promoted listings rate to 2% if you've never used promoted listings before. If you already have promoted listings, I would increase it by 1%. We're gonna leave this promotion on for the duration of the week, but we're gonna make sure that we pay for that traffic. So I've said in lots of videos that half of all Coca-Cola sales are on the end cap, which means that people are not looking for Coca-Cola, they just buy one because it's put in front of their face. So we're gonna pay that 2% ransom to eBay to make sure customers actually see the item. So it's really important to leave this on for 24 hours before you make any changes. So trying to get full price sales is really, really important because you want to train eBay to find those types of customers for you. Day three is a really big day. First thing we're gonna do is decrease all the items in our store by 21% in price. It's a big discount. So I think 20% or less customers don't really care. 21% or more, their eyes perk up. So 21% or more sale right off the bat. Now, we're gonna also have a 20% coupon. So for the remaining 5 days, I want you to issue a brand new coupon for all 5 days. You can even call it day one, day two, day three, day four, last day is the coupon codes. Once you have those 5 coupon codes set up for 21% or more, you're giving 2 21% discounts. It's a big deal. It's gonna hit the customers with something that they've never seen before, and you want to get them to actually act. So it's really important that they get 21% off of a coupon and 21% discount, not a markdown first. And then we're gonna start adding in this very aggressive offer to watcher. So the first couple of days, I don't recommend doing offer to watcher because you're trying to get that full price sale. After that, we're gonna be really aggressive to try to get rid of old inventory, really get that cash flow coming in. So coupon, we're gonna add in, the price reduction we're gonna add in, and the offer to watcher, I highly, highly recommend 21% or higher. They cannot combine that with the coupon, but even if they just view the item, they're gonna get hit with that promotion. So this is the beginning of the snowball. I recommend doing this towards the weekend. That way you have enough time over the weekend to ship all of these sales. You absolutely need to be on top of your game to ship all these items immediately because it's gonna have a tremendous positive effect on your store if you can actually ship these items. If you do this extreme method, the Daily Refinement extreme method, get all these sales and then you don't fulfill your items, you're gonna ruin your store. So you have to be ready to ship all these items when this happens. So make sure you don't have any events or you're going on vacation before you try this super sale. All right guys, now we're pulling out every single weapon. On day 4, we're gonna run a 48-hour markdown sale of 21% or more. So essentially what's gonna happen now is the item's already been discounted 21%. We're throwing another huge markdown sale. So now they'll actually see the strike through the item, 20% off of that price. And we're gonna continue the daily coupon, the aggressive offer to watcher, and to make sure our promoted listings rate stays at that high amount. It's gonna start getting scary here because you're gonna leave this promotion on for 48 hours. But again, the idea is, this is like running a garage sale where you don't wanna put everything back in your house. You're trying to sell as many things as possible, get as much of your space back and as much capital back. If you're feeling scared at this point, that's completely normal. And the reason why I recommend selling your entire store at this rate is because sometimes when you're on a farm and you have too much lettuce, you have to tell people like, hey, I need to get rid of this lettuce. So if you buy all of it, I'll give you a goat. That's how I look at this promotion, because we're trying to increase the velocity of our entire store. Some people might just go through and pick and choose all their bad items. That's not how liquidation works. Whenever you're trying to sell bulk of something, you gotta throw people a bone. So I think it's really, really important, if you can, to group lesser items with greater items, or run this big promotion to get people into your store, because people might come into your store because you have something really good on sale, but they don't want that. Find something else in the store they do want, and they might pay a few bucks more for, or it's a cheaper price, but something that you are happy to get rid of. So this is psychological, but it's really important, because once you train eBay that your items are supposed to sell really fast, they're gonna drive you a different type of customers. For me, when I sold on the platform, what would happen is if I started to get low balls, it would be like a streak of low balls or ballers all in a row. And I feel like I did something to let eBay know that, please send all the low ballers here. But when I had a lot of full price sales, I feel like that momentum carried. And this makes perfect sense, because eBay's algorithm is a robot. It's gonna always follow trends. You get more and more full price sales. People that are looking at your deal and buying it because it's such a good deal, they're gonna start sending you more of those customers, because they know what kind of customers come on their platform and what kind of things they put in front of them. The people who are more impulsive, they're gonna give people those higher priced items because eBay's trying to get their money. Okay, so you've just done that markdown sale for 20% for 48 hours. That was day 4 and 5. Now we're gonna move on to the last 2 days of the sale. Now, I recommend having these last 2 days of the sales, probably Sunday and Monday, because Sunday and Monday historically have been really, really good days for me. So I would have it end Sunday and Monday. We're gonna go a total markdown sale of 40%. So this is 20% more than your original markdown percentage of 20%. This is gonna be 48 hours. Make sure to let this sale do its magic, because a lot of people will purchase at the very end of the promotion. That's just part of how people operate. They always wait till the last minute to make sure they really want it, or maybe they wanna sleep on it. This is where sales might hurt a little bit, because you're really cutting into your profit margin by discounting this. But remember, the 20% thing is not an additional 20% from the original amount. It's 20% off of the already discounted amount. So it's not a full 20%. It's something like 15 or 12% from the original price. So sounds like a huge, huge, huge discount. And it is, but the point of it is to clear space, clear time, get that money back quick. So this is the scariest part of the promotion, but it's the final 2 days. Once you are finally done with this 7-day promotion, you're on day 8, I recommend reverting all your prices back to the original amount, starting with what you did on day 1, going through your entire store and making sure that you understand the profit on every single item. Use a sales calculator. You can just type in eBay sales calculator. I personally use Sales Calc, but this is not a sponsored video by them. What I want you to do is make sure you understand your profit margins. And once you've done this 7-day sale, where hopefully a giant chunk of your store sells, each time I have done this sale, I've sold at least 10% of my entire store. I've done this with Poshmark, I've done it with eBay, I've done it on Whatnot. When you offer this kind of crazy discount, your bank account gets this huge influx, and you even sell items that you thought would never sell, because there's just so many people in your store. If you want to turbocharge this and make it even more aggressive, I would list at least 10 items a day, all 8 days of this promotion, to let eBay know you are really here to do business. You're really here to play ball. You are putting in tons of quality items into your store, the best possible items you can, and you're discounting all the garbage. I guarantee you, if you do this method in a row, it will be the most sales you've ever had on the platform. Now, what happened to me, and this is kind of scary, is when I did this the first time, I never went back. I was like, wow, I'm always gonna promote a lot. I'm always gonna discount a lot. I'm always gonna have a bigger store, because I love having all of these sales. So a lot of people think that higher volume sellers are not having that much fun because they're selling more volume, but I can tell you that it's really fun having all the sales. For me, what wasn't fun is waiting around having a bloated store of items that never sold. That was way less fun than shipping a lot more items. Now we're shipping basically 24 hours a day. It is exciting. I can tell you right now, it's really a lot more exciting to sell stuff all day. You let me know in the comment section below what you think. Again, full write-up of this at dailyrefinement.com/reselling. If you need a little bit more help, you can go to my patreon.com/theresellerspodcast, which is on that sheet. If you need a little more group help, I am online Monday through Friday in the morning. Right after my call, we have a beginner call with Carrie. She goes over 2 hours of questions with any part of this. So this is a lot to digest. But again, Hopefully this inspires you to do two things: get rid of all the junk in your store, and it encourages you to buy great items. Great items you would not have to put through this painful process of getting rid of it. So many resellers spend their entire careers collecting mediocre stuff, getting rid of mediocre stuff. If you have great stuff, you don't have to get rid of it. You can just wait and somebody will come and pay you full market value. So I appreciate you guys. Until next time, make progress daily.